Welcome, Hudson Valley, to this week's edition of In Touch, the public affairs and issues program that runs across Townsquare Media, the Hudson Valley radio stations. I'm your host, Conor Walsh. You can also find me on 92.7, 96.9 WRRV weekends for Keepin Company with Conor. You may have heard me guest host already a couple times here on In Touch. Now, it's been great working with Paty Quinn on this program. She is truly a powerhouse and MVP, so I'm really happy to be learning from the best. In Touch is a weekly program, and we invite you or your organization to be a guest on the show. Please contact us if you have an issue or concern you'd like us to look into, or if you would like to be a guest on In Touch. You can hit us up in a variety of ways. You can call us on the main office line at 845-471-1500. You can also call directly at 845-478-1022. You can also reach us through the radio station you're listening on by using the Text Studio feature on their mobile app or the contact information at their website. Please put in the subject that you're trying to reach out to In Touch. This week, we're speaking with Kristi Greco, Senior Development Manager of the American Cancer Society of the Hudson Valley. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it is a big time for events for the American Cancer Society. In October alone, the American Cancer Society of the Hudson Valley will be hosting 3 large events. First, the Plain Poll on October 2nd, Making Strides of the Hudson Valley on October 16th, and all month long, we'll be running their Real Men Wear Pink Challenge. Kristi also urges people to get screened for cancer regularly and shares many of the life-saving benefits of getting screened and receiving early detection. The American Cancer Society is the nationwide community-based voluntary health organization dedicated to eliminating cancer as a major health problem. The ACS attacks cancer from every angle. They promote healthy lifestyles to help prevent cancer. They research cancer and its causes to find more answers and better treatments. They fight for life-saving policy changes. They even provide everything from emotional support to the latest cancer information for those who have been touched by cancer. We invite you to join us and listen to a previously recorded conversation between Kristi Greco and myself here on In Touch. Hello, Hudson Valley. You are listening to In Touch, Townsquare Media's Public Affairs and Issues broadcast. This is Conor Walsh coming at you, and we have a very exciting episode for you guys, and this is one that is really near and dear to my heart. From the American Cancer Society, Senior Development Manager of the American Cancer Society of the Hudson Valley, we have Kristi Greco. Kristi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Conor. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited to have you in here right now, especially with everything that's coming up in the next month alone. It's a really big month for American Cancer Society and things, the health world in general. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, correct?
Correct.
Now, there's something like really big that a lot of people really should be looking into, and that's health screenings, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so could you, with this month coming up and, all the awareness for it, could you please get into, the importance of screenings for everybody out there?
Sure. It is so important to get your cancer screenings and take care of yourself. Each year, you should be going to the doctor. You should be getting your mammograms, colonoscopies when needed. Please, 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 cancer screenings are down in the Hudson Valley. We need to do a better job of getting in and getting screened because, hey, listen, early detection saves lives. And you want to get in there. You want to get things, if God forbid you see something, get that right away taken care of so you can go on with your life. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we're really pushing, everyone to make sure you're getting your mammograms. The age now has changed to 45, so please, if you're at that age, talk to your doctor and get in for a mammogram.
No, that makes sense. Now, you said that numbers are low in the Hudson Valley. Is there any particular reason that you guys have found? Is that like post-COVID kind of hesitancy? Is that other factors? Could you get into that for us?
Yeah, sure. It's definitely due to COVID. And, right now people are trying to get their appointments and there's a backlog because there was a year and a half that people were not going in because of the fear of COVID. So, we're trying to get back to the levels that we were and to the screenings that we were, at. So please, call your doctor if you're due and get in there and get your cancer screening.
No, it can be very difficult for a lot of people, and with the pandemic, that screwed up a lot of things when it came to housing, when it came to transportation, even. So you guys have a really exciting thing coming up when it comes to transportation and helping out with traveling to appointments and things along that way. It's a new app, correct?
Right. We always have had our Road to Recovery program, which matches volunteer drivers to survivors that need rides to their life-saving treatments. But we are launching an app in the Hudson Valley and a couple of other areas in the country that basically, it's an app on your phone. So it's exciting, kind of like the Uber app, where you can go in and, choose who, if you can drive a survivor today, if you have room in your passenger seat, in some time, that you can take them to a treatment. And it's whenever you want, and also wherever. You don't have to go into Sloan, into the city. We need drivers in the Hudson Valley, especially in Sullivan counties and in Orange County. So, and Dutchess too, as well. So those are the three big ones that I'm really trying to push for some volunteer drivers for. So if you have some room in your passenger seat and some time, please consider doing this Road to Recovery program. It's on our website at cancer.org/ where is that? I'm sorry, I lost it.
It's all good.
Cancer.org/drive.
Fantastic. No, I think that's a really great way for community members to get involved, to help out. And it's something little, especially like if they're on their way to a certain point anyway, or they know they're going to be in a certain area. That could be really convenient for a lot of people involved with that. I think that's really great that you guys are implementing that in the area. Now, you said a few other places are doing that as well, so this is still very new then.
Well, the app is new.
The app is new.
Yeah, the Road to Recovery program is something we've been doing for some time. And we've always been looking for volunteer drivers, but the app is something new, and we're hoping that it will, kind of streamline requests and get anyone that needs a ride to their life-saving treatment.
No, that's really impressive. I'm really excited about that, and I hope that goes very well. Now, you guys got another thing that I'm very excited about. October is filled with so many great opportunities to get the community involved, not just in a way of driving people around, but in a sense of, community engagement and fun and celebration and honoring. And as somebody who's gone to a number of these events throughout the years, it means a heck of a lot to me, as I'm sure it does to a lot of people. So you got a few really big things coming up. First things first, let's talk about the plane pull that you have coming up on October 2nd. Now, this is one I'm actually least familiar with, so I'm really curious about this. Could you tell me about that?
Oh, of course. Well, this is our second year doing it, and I'm working with David Clace from Atlantic Aviation. He's the chair of our committee. We have some, really great people on the committee now from some of our sponsors like Belfour Property Restoration, Montefiore Einstein Cancer Center, and Resorts World, Catskill, and Hudson Valley are three big sponsors that are coming on board. And we're basically pulling a United GoJet 50 passenger CRG 100 feet. So it's last year the plane weighed about 35,000 pounds, but they didn't have a lot of fuel in it. So I'm not quite sure what the total amount would be, but we weren't sure if teams of 10 were going to be okay pulling this thing or not. So we kind of had to do some trial and error. And we're going to, I think, put a little bit more gas in it this year and see how that goes. Because the Marines pulled that plane 22 seconds, 100 feet, 22 seconds. Yeah, it's it's crazy. But
now, how exactly are they pulling? Are they legit pulling themselves? Like, is it ropes? Are they pushing? How does that work?
It's a rope, and they're pulling it. Their back is.
You're playing tug of war with a giant plane.
You're pulling it, like going back pedaling. So
that's amazing.
And a little tip, you put your strongest person in front.
Okay.
Because you want to get that momentum going. I know people think you put the weakest link up there, and no, you put the strong man, the professional strong man from Washingtonville, Ben, told me from Hurt Performance, he's our head referee, and he does this for a living. Mm-hmm. I didn't know this. We had this in the Hudson Valley, but he's awesome.
That's fantastic.
And he's like, no, like you put your strongest guy right in front, and you get that momentum going. And once you get that thing going, then it's a lot easier. But the best thing about this whole thing is we have 4 like really hand-blown glass trophies. Really nice trophies. Yeah, they're really beautiful. The first 2, of course, are for speed. You know, the fastest and the second fastest. But the second 2 are for anyone. So everyone is eligible for this. It's the most spirited and also the biggest heart, which essentially is last place. But you can't just go out there, take the rope and then drop it and say, "Oh, I'm last." That's not going to count. You'll be DQ'd.
Yeah.
But, it's legitimately a team that's having problems, getting it moving. So, it's a family fun day too. We have kids activities, adult kids crafts. We're going to have some food trucks. They're going to have some different things for sale that morning, and it starts at 9 a.m. And we're just looking forward to it. We have like 26 teams registered.
Oh wow!
And we were going to cap it at 30. So there's still some space if you're interested. If you want to go onto the website for more info, it's acsmove.org/planepole, PLANPULL. So it's really a great informative website about, why we're doing it, what's going to be there. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me at 845-781-6131.
That's fantastic. Now, I may have missed this. I don't want to exclude this. Where is this being held exactly?
No, I forgot to say. Thank you for saying that. It's going to be behind 2nd Aviation, which is the wings of West Point, U.S. Army, at Stewart Airport.
Okay, fantastic.
So it's right in our
2nd.
backyard.
Yeah, absolutely.
October 2nd, yeah.
October 2nd, 9 a.m. That's phenomenal. And you said this is going on for the 2nd year now,
correct,
right? So what can people who were there last year expect to be a little different or new? Or what are those new things that can draw in some new people into this?
Well, we're definitely going to be much more buttoned up. We were flying by the seat of our pants last year, but it worked.
Flying.
I mean, no pun intended. But, the people that were there last year couldn't believe that we thought we were so disorganized, but we weren't. Obviously, they came back and they're, raising money for us still. So
truly,
half of the teams that were there last year are back. And, the new stuff we have a craft tent for kids and adults. We're going to have a bougie survivors tent, which is kind of cool. Crafty D's canvas from Highland Falls is going to be putting, some really bougie things in the survivors tent, making them feel special. And I'm looking forward to that. And we have, our DJ, we have photo roamers. So we're going to try and get some team pictures this year, which we weren't able to last year. It was just too much going on and we weren't sure what to expect. And now that we know how things are going to go, we can get these things buttoned up and make sure, things are on time. We did end last year on time. We're planning on ending this at 1 p.m. So you're out of there by that time. We'll have a little award ceremony at the very end, give out our trophies and just, talk about the event and see what people like. Because last year, there was no cleanup at all. I picked up one water bottle and one piece of straw, wrapper. That was it. I couldn't believe how courteous the participants were and just the anticipation of watching each team go up and try to pull this plane. It was really cool.
That is amazing. I'm really excited for this event, and I'm really excited for you guys. I have one request. Please, at one point, play Danger Zone while somebody's pulling.
Definitely. That's actually Belfour's, where each team is allowed to have a theme song.
Yeah.
And she loves Top Gun. So, and that's actually the sponsorship name. We named it Top Gun. So she's like, fantastic. I have to do this. I'm like, okay, great.
I love that.
Yeah. So she's our Top Gun sponsor, and basically, Danger Zone is her song.
That's incredible. Again, right now we are talking with Kristi Greco, Senior Development Manager with the American Cancer Society of the Hudson Valley. We're talking about pretty much all the various events and important things that people should be knowing about the American Cancer Society in the Hudson Valley right now. We were just talking about the plane pull that's going to be going on October 2nd. We got more information on that on the website for you guys on that event. Another event that you got coming up, I believe, what is that, 2 weeks after, essentially?
Yes.
One of my favorite events, I've actually never been to the Hudson Valley one, though I'm a lifelong resident, but I've been to other versions all across New York. Hudson Valley Making Strides, happening October 16th. Can you tell the listeners about this event?
I sure can, Connor, and I hope to see you there next year.
Yes, I would love to be there.
Now that we have met, I'm going to have to rope you into the Hudson Valley Walk.
Please do.
Yeah, so October 16th is Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Hudson Valley, and we invite everyone from the Hudson Valley to come to Woodbury Common on October 16th and really show your support for our survivors, because our survivors use this walk as a milestone. Hey, they're here again. So we give our survivors, T-shirts, free T-shirts every year. We ask everyone to dress in pink, and it's the most overwhelming sea of pink, like going through Woodbury Common, that you would ever see. It's phenomenal, and such a very humbling time when you see that, and gives me goosebumps every time I'm there. And it's just, the day of is just such a magical time to be there, and just talking to some of these survivors is just amazing. It is a 2.1 mile walk around the center, and I don't know if you've been there lately, but it's really a beautiful. They did a lot of renovations a couple years ago, and it's just really
come out
beautiful.
Really beautiful.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, it's like you're walking through like a beach, like beachy type place, and it's just an easy walk around. It's like 2 loops, and there's going to be entertainment around. We have an a cappella group from Cornwall High School.
Oh, nice.
I have DJ Echo's going to be on the Nike corner bend, keeping everyone energized and motivated. We have, different, other, let's see, we have a stilt walker. We have some other football players from Monroe Woodbury cheerleaders. It's just a lot of fun going around. I'm going to have some beach balls at one spot where they can hit them around and throw them places. So just trying to keep it fun. And also, everyone's there for one thing, to unite and to show support for our survivors, and, also raise money for breast cancer research, because, we want to see the day that, we don't have to deal with this anymore. So essentially, I'm trying to put myself out of a job. So
truly,
and I'm fine with that.
And one of the best ways to actually put yourself out of a job. I love it. Now, when I talk to, just people out there and all that, if they're familiar with any event from the American Cancer Society, typically it's the Relay for Life. And the way that I've seen and had other people describe Making Strides for me is Relay for Life on steroids. So for those who are more familiar with Relay for Life and not so much with Making Strides, what are those key differences that you would say that really sets Making Strides apart from anything else?
Well, it's not as long, that's for sure. At our Hudson Valley Walk, the registration opens at 7:30 a.m. And the actual walk kicks off around 9 a.m. So, by noon, people are done. And I have to tell you, there's some people that just do 1 lap around and then they go shopping, maybe 2 laps around. They hang out if it's a nice day. Woodbury Common does usually have some really nice specials that for our participants that day. So, you just do the QR code and you can see what discounts here and there. So I see a lot of our pink people leaving with some, big bags, big shopping bags of specials. So it's, something that I always look forward to every year too. So.
Oh, yeah.
Don't tell my husband.
There's a lot of great back and forth that you'd be able to get out of that event. And I feel like the crowds of people are always tremendous at this. What would you guys say that you guys range when it comes to attendees?
Well, pre-COVID, we had about 9,000 in our best year.
Impressive.
In 2020, we had to convert to a drive-through, which, I knew we had to do something simply because of the survivors using it as a milestone.
Absolutely.
So we still had to have something. So a lot of our walks, since we couldn't do in person, we converted to that drive-through. And then in 2021, we were able to do in person, but we weren't allowed to congregate. So we had people got there in waves and just started walking and walked and did everything. This year, we're back to normal.
That's special.
Quote unquote normal.
Yeah. So
that, if you feel comfortable, come out. If you want to wear a mask, you can wear a mask. It is outside. Some of our survivors are immunosuppressed and, can't get around people. So, it's okay if you want to wear a mask, or if you can't come, please just, know that we are going to be there to support you. And we're here. The American Cancer Society is here if you need us. We have an 800 number to call 24/7, 365 days a year that has a person manning it. So that if you have any questions, no matter what time, day or night, you can call and kind of get your mind put at ease. It's 1-800-227-2345. So any questions you have about cancer, or caregivers may have about, anything about cancer, please call and talk to our 800 number if you have any questions. Or any questions really about our road to recovery, about our walks. They'll put you in the right direction, once you get through to them.
This is really beautiful, and I'm so happy to hear that things are returning back to normal in that sense for you guys, and I hope that it really takes off to even better and bigger numbers than before, and just a great celebration, not just of cancer, but just the fact that we all survived such an incredible time period, and here we are still standing, and we get to do these things. One of the most beautiful things about returning to these events, I think, is that to celebrate. It was like, hey, we're still here, and I love you, and I think that's great.
Yeah, it really is, and I'm so excited to be back, to normal, and being able to do our little presentation at like 8:30 and have our, key sponsors, partners up on stage with us saying a few words, and just really seeing the sea of pink. It's really unbelievable. And I just want to invite everyone to come out and join us. Last year we had about 4,000 people. So we're starting to climb back up into, where we used to be.
Yeah.
I will tell you, registration has been going great. And, hopefully, knock on wood, will be, higher than we were last year. We did make our goal last year. So, I'm hoping that we do that again as well. So every little bit counts. I know some years are better than others. And I know this year's tough with some inflation and high gas prices and stuff. So, whatever you can do is greatly appreciated. So thank you.
Absolutely. Again, we are speaking with Kristi Greco, Senior Development Manager at the American Cancer Society of the Hudson Valley. We've been talking about their plane pool. We've been talking about making strides of the Hudson Valley. Phenomenal events coming up, but then something that you can do all month long. It's called Real Men Wear Pink, correct?
Yes.
Oh, that's exciting. I have plenty of pink stuff in my wardrobe, so I'm excited for that.
Well, maybe I will have to get you as one of my 2022 candidates, Connor, because basically I'm still looking for some real men.
All right.
And essentially what you do, and you agree to wear something pink every day in October. You promote why you're wearing pink, because that's the most important piece, is the awareness piece. And don't worry, I also provide cheat sheets and toolkits and things that you can use.
Fantastic.
You can copy and paste. And then the third thing is, try and raise $2,500. So, there's no Real Men Wear Pink police. If you don't make it, it's okay.
Nobody's going to lock me up or anything in the American Cancer Society jail or something?
No, I won't give you a pink, what are those ball and chain. There's no pink ball and chain that you're going to have to wear around and show that you didn't make your money.
You have to work these many relays in order to work off
yes.
this.
No such thing. But it's a great initiative, and it's so much fun just getting together and really coming up with some third party events that some of these guys are putting together is amazing.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, I would. It's all going to be on our Real Men website, which I can provide to you. And if you want to help promote that,
I would love to be a part of this somehow.
You guys heard it. You guys heard it here. He's going to be a real man.
I love it. Yes. No, I got it.
You just signed up, right?
I got to do it. I love that. That's fantastic. Yes, we'll talk more about this after the interview. Sign me up. All right. Kristi, thank you so much for being on. This has been really terrific. I think it's going to be great for the community through October. Is there any last final remarks, anything that people should keep aware of when it comes to their screenings, anything that they should be aware of events-wise, or just how can we get people involved, people who want to join, to just get into all this?
Well, first, thank you again for having me. I really appreciate it and helping us get the word out about breast cancer awareness and cancer screenings in general. again, stressing the importance of cancer screenings. Early detection is key and saves lives. So please take care of yourself and know your body. And I guess, that's it.
No,
sorry.
No, it's all good. And for anybody looking to volunteer and to help, what would be the best place for them to look out for?
I mean, they can reach out to me. I would love to have you volunteer. We have many different events coming up, or, things throughout the year that we can put you to work at. I have a couple people that do that throughout the year. And, we're trying to form a committee for Strides now. I want to get something, because we're such a big area. It's tough to get people together. So just trying to really focus on that after this year's event and for next year. So if you want to step up, please reach out, and I would love your input and help.
Fantastic. No, I think this will be a wonderful, beautiful thing to continue to build back up. And it's already something so beautiful. So thank you for sharing that with us. We got all the information and links that you will need on our website, so you can check that out after this interview. Again, thank you so much for Townsquare. This is Conor Walsh.
This has been this week's edition of In Touch, the public affairs and issues program that runs across Townsquare Media, the Hudson Valley radio stations. We want to give a big thank you to Kristi Greco from the American Cancer Society of the Hudson Valley for taking the time to speak to us. For more information on the American Cancer Society of the Hudson Valley's events, such as the Plane Pull, Making Strides, and Real Men Wear Pink, please go to the website or app of the Townsquare radio station you were listening on. Plus, we will have the contact information available if you would like to join and volunteer for ACS in some fashion. The American Cancer Society and its mission has meant a lot to me over the years. At a young age, one of my best friends was diagnosed with cancer, and I saw him battle it twice. My mom had cancer when I was just getting out of middle school and into high school. It was a challenging and confusing time, and it was odd taking on the role of a caregiver at such a young age. It was a difficult time, but we fought together as a family, and she's been cancer-free for about a decade. A few years later, however, in my senior year of high school, we lost my godmother to cancer. Not a day goes by, her presence isn't missed. She was the life of any party with her quick wit and zany sense of humor. Because of how cancer has impacted those around me, I've worked closely with the American Cancer Society of the Capital Region when I was in college, and I'm blessed now to have this connection with Kristi and my hometown community. In Touch is a weekly program, and we invite you and your organization to be a guest on the show. Please contact us if you have an issue or concern you'd like us to look into, or if you'd like to be a guest on In Touch. You can hit us up in a variety of ways. You can call us on the main office line at 845-471-1500. You can also call direct at 845-478-1022. You can also reach us through the radio station you're listening on by using the Text Studio feature on their mobile app or the contact information at their website. Please put in the subject that you're trying to reach out to In Touch. I've been your host, Conor Walsh. Until next time, stay curious, keep an open mind, and as always, I'm glad we get to spend some time.